Buongiorno ragazzi, oggi non siamo in live ma volevo fare questo video per avere una reaction con voi alla nuova Ascendancy del Monk che è stata rilasciata su Path of Exile, che uscirà nella prossima espansione del 29 maggio. E la terza Ascendancy del Monk in Martial Artist, e vediamolo assieme.
The dreamer showed me a path. But through discipline and training, I have forged my own.
In Return of the Ancients, we're adding the third Ascendancy class for the Monk, the Martial Artist. The Martial Artist took his training into his own hands and has spent decades mastering his proficiency of hollow techniques, building his body into the ultimate weapon. The Monk may still walk the Dreamer's path, but the Martial Artist redefines how, mostly by punching things very hard. Let's take a look at what he has to offer, starting with his exclusive skills.
Wow!
Hollow Focus rings a death knell for your foes. Ethereal bells constantly appear around you, and hitting them causes them to shatter with a powerful shockwave. These bells can always be killed and are always primed for stun, so using them with Killing Palm and Staggering Palm is ultra useful. These bells are also always critically hit. Why does that last bit matter? Well, Hollow Resonance thrives on critical hits. The final step for the bell-centric part of the Martial Artist is strapping a bell to your back, which will ring out whenever you critically hit an enemy, delivering damage around you. Both of these bell skills are also quite good at stunning, which will come in handy later.
Wow!
If you prefer keeping your distance from the fray, Hollow Form lets your astral projections do the dirty work for you. While channeling, you constantly spawn clones of yourself that attack with skills of your choice.
Questo sembra molto
You can also
forte.
spend power charges to spawn triple the clones, for maximum damage and maximum ruckus.
Non sono pochi, eh?
And for the three of you who are thinking, but what about shapeshifting? Enjoy your meditating wolf. Of course,
Carino.
the martial artist has plenty to offer besides new skills, such as taking pride in his Ezamite training by tattooing runes into his flesh. Runic Meridians gives you 5 extra rune sockets to play with, perfect for all the new runes you can find in the Runes of Elder League. If you want to focus on chaining together attacks, Martial Adept and Martial Master are tailor-made for you, generating massive amounts of combo to spend on things like these, and protecting you while you do it.
Wow! Ne è forte che
Remember how I mentioned
difensivamente
being
questa
good at
classe.
stunning might come in handy? Way of the Mountain covers you in a stony carapace when you immobilize enemies. The stacks are easy come, easy go, but provide massive benefits, causing your attacks to deal a lot more damage, and reducing the damage you take from smaller hits to a tickle. Last, but certainly not least, let's put on some nice normal gloves and... wait,
Che
what the heck are
forti!
these? Way of the Stone Fist transforms
Questa
any
scena
gloves
sia
you equip
fortissima.
into fists of stone until you take them off.
Il Smith of Kitava, per avere la stessa potenza, devi investire in Ascendancy intera, ragazzi. La differenza tra le classi uscite all'inizio di Path of Exile 2 e le classi di adesso.
These gloves grant truckloads of evasion and energy shield, but more importantly, they transform the explicit modifiers on the gloves you equip, and yes, it works on everything. This, that, and yep, even these. Needless to say, there's a lot to discover about this one. So that's what the class can do, but how does it come together in practice? We've got a couple of endgame builds to show you to demonstrate the might of the martial
che
artist.
forte che sarà.
First up, the snowbound executioner wields a big staff, bells, and a very well-toned body to ice out his foes. Shattering Palm and Herald of Ice mow down packs of enemies and continuously trigger the shockwaves of both our bell skills. Because we're constantly freezing enemies, we're generating lots of Mountains teaching stacks to keep the damage flowing and protect us while clearing.
Forte questa Ascendancy, mamma mia.
And we're also taking full advantage.
Doppia mod di skilling. Quante statistiche danno questi guanti?
Of Way of the Stonefist with this monstrous pair of gloves.
Wow.
Against tougher targets, we switch to Ice Strike and deploy even more bells per second with a temper spell. Our cooldown reduction also allows Hollow Resonance to trigger as frequently as possible for even more damage.
Queste sono
If
build
you'd rather
vere,
a little more fisticuffs, we've got a banger of a Hollow Palm Technique build for you here. If you didn't know, Hollow Palm Technique is a keystone on the regular passive tree that turns your fists into weapons in their own right, so it's perfect for martial artists. This particular build uses Staggering Palm's avalanche of projectiles to power up its whirling assault, and also gets great use out of Way of the Mountain thanks to how much it stuns enemies. But the centerpiece of the build is Hollow Form, and the huge benefits it gets from power charges. While
perché non si dovrebbe giocare questa build
Palm's
in
inbuilt
League
power
Start?
charge generation. But what to do about bosses? Well, we've made sure Killing Palm can handle those too. With Culmination and Aelith's Chimes providing a power charge engine, and Martial Adept cranking it into overdrive. Which means, when a boss crosses your path, you can just do this. It is clear to see the martial artist is a well-disciplined
Tutto fa.
powerhouse.
Questa Ascendancy fa tutto.
Which path will you choose? Decide for yourself on May 29th when Return of the Ancients launches. Thanks for watching and see you then.
Che ne pensate, ragazzi? Fatemi sapere nei commenti. Sembra molto 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 forte e anche molto facile da far partire. Nei prossimi giorni farò uscire un video sul League Start che voglio fare, quindi spero vogliate seguirmi anche nei prossimi giorni fino al 29. Grazie per avermi seguito per questo reaction e see you later. Ciao ciao.